Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs. Let's role-playing games and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. This is the last Wildspace game till January 2025. The cast and crew of the NVRA wish you all a happy holiday and a great new year.
You have all the evidence that you need. Frankly,
Only we could get off this rock.
that evidence. Really? Really? You really stole my next one? Really? Yeah. Just tell me what you're gonna bloody do.
I'm not sorry.
Oh. Right. What are you doing?
I hacked his script.
So what now then?
Right. Well, we've still.
The rest of my
Okay.
monologue? No, I'm not.
Sorry.
Okay. Seriously, what are you going to do then, folks? You are. You've got all the evidence that you need. What's your next steps?
Well, we
What do you
still
plan to
have
do?
one room that, or one area that we've not actually gone to look at, which is
Wait.
the north door on the lift room.
Yes.
Where the three doggos came out, which has an air vent type thing running that way, but where it quite goes. So there might be something else that we need to do, but
it's not an air vent. You're talking about here, aren't you?
Yeah.
This is it's got tracks down it, and you think that this is where the cage is.
The test animal
Go up and
transport.
down. So they come into here, which is the lab, and so your assumption is that at the other end is probably some kind of kennels.
So we could maybe, I mean, using the words free the doggos is kind of a moot point, especially if they're all the same as what's appeared in that room already, because they can phase through shit. So freeing them isn't really, but maybe giving them, I don't know. Did we take all the kibble down there?
Yeah.
Every single barrel of kibble.
Yep.
I mean, just out of morbid curiosity, I would like to know what else is behind that door. But, you know, as they can get through doors, they'll be able to feed themselves. So, yeah, I can't see.
Well, I mean, it's possible if they, you know, I don't know. There might be some dead bodies in there of the people who, you know, the scientists, the people who experimented on them with notes or something. It would be nice to know what's in there just for completion.
There might be some guards that have some really tasty armor. Or somebody who is employed to soothe the animals with a panpipe, and it could be a magical panpipe.
Christine?
Yep.
How's Megan feeling about this? The conversation they're having.
Not really feeling one way or the other, to be honest. What?
I mean,
okay.
Varo, there might also be a gun in there or a rifle that shrinks and enlarges objects, and then there might actually be a Spelljammer vessel that's miniaturized so you can stick it in one's pocket. You know, I mean, we just don't know what's behind those doors that's guarded by all those dogs.
I'm happy to take a look through the, as long as the dogs let us.
Yeah.
That's the question. They might not be happy about us.
Do you know what I think we should do?
I think after feeding them, show them no aggression, and they will probably allow you to pass unhindered. It'll only be if you try to interfere with them.
I didn't try to interfere with it. I just put my hand on its rump and went, "Oh, you're such a good doggo." But
Martin,
interfering.
do you know what I think we should do? I think the captain should have the last say on this. Right, Cap,
Martin,
what are we doing?
what's JL's view on the dogs? Given that she probably has the most direct experience of these things.
I think her opinion is that they've been bred to be as aggressive as possible, to be for whatever. They look like some kind of assault creature. So she would like to. I think they're going to be resentful at best, but slightly may let you go nearby. But I'm not convinced they're going to let you in the room. She would probably prefer to avoid them if we can, and find a way. She's kind of more thinking about possibly needing to set up for if people come back, because that ship that exited when we first landed, we chased for when we first landed, whether they're coming back or not. He's thinking more like along those lines, whether we might need to get to the hangar and set up for some kind of ambush, possibly. I don't think the dogs are going to listen to us.
I mean, we could always ask them if someone can communicate with animals.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And say, if we get you up the top, would you, or if we show you how to use the lift and get you up the top, would you help us to reclaim a ship when the nasty people come who don't bring food down to you?
Could the doggo communicate via the orb? Put a paw on the orb and then mentally communicate?
No.
No, okay.
I love the idea. I think it's an excellent idea. But
No, you need to send them a party invitation, and D&D is not that way inclined.
You need kind of conscious intelligence which requires a certain level of intelligence.
Yeah.
They
don't have that.
But animals don't really fall into that.
No.
Not that they are actually animals in terms of their category, but their animal level intelligence, and that animal level intelligence.
A bestial look best, yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
I've got nothing that can help me to communicate with them apart from, "Hey, it's me, the Jello man that you tried to eat."
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that helps in this regard either.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully by now they'll be, full and a lot less aggressive.
Hey, who knows? Maybe they've got a big streak of greyhound in them, and they'll just basically be curled up on their cushions now that they're fed, fast asleep.
It depends. If the kibble was all vegetable, I bet you they'll just be hungry and hungry and hungry and hungry, and then they'll kind of like sit, and then they'll be hungry and hungry and hungry and hungry. Whereas if it's meat kibble, then maybe they might be sedated. Well, hang on, not sedated. That's the wrong word, isn't it? That means that we...
Sated.
Yeah, sated.
Well, how about we go back to this room and check out and see what's happening.
We'll have to go past them anyway, aren't we? To get,
We're
to get out of
speculating,
here.
We
so
can't go
why
past them.
don't we go back? I mean, there's one thing I'd like to try, which is to go down to this
kinky
big room
bugger.
down here, this big hexagonal room, and try the wand of secret door detection.
Okay, yeah.
I
Just
thought
in
we'd already
case.
done that. Oh no, you did detect magic, didn't you?
We did it.
Upstairs we did it.
Yeah, we did it upstairs
Yeah.
Sorry, can you ping that again for me again?
over here.
Okay. Do you want me to just move everybody there? Would that make it
I mean,
life easier?
we might want to try it here as well. I'm just thinking. What do you think?
I try hard not to.
I think we've
That's
still
the
got a couple of
captain's
charges.
job, surely,
We've
Varo.
got a couple of charges left on the wand, I think, which obviously will.
I don't think we're going to be coming back here. So.
No, exactly. So let's use the charges. They'll regenerate anyway. So let's, On the secret, who's got it? Again?
No effect.
Right. Okay. Then over here in the hexagonal, weapon chamber.
Yep.
For the Death
Again, no
Star.
effect.
Okay. Then let's go over
That's
here.
all your. That's everything expended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go see what the doggos are doing.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I just figured it was easier if I move you around as a group.
No, quite happy with that.
We've
Thanks.
talked about that before, where
Good,
when you're exploring, it's different, it's individual. But when you're going somewhere like that and you've got a block move, it's easier for me to move you.
Yeah, but I just feel so dirty now that I've been manhandled.
In the bag with the other
I mean, I'm an ooze.
I like to grip you firmly, sir.
How do you know where my butthole is? I
Just
can
grab-
move
you
it.
just-
Actually, do I
Yeah,
have a
need to
butthole?
I concern myself with that. I have tools that select all of you at once.
All you've got to do is grab them by the token, and they'll do whatever you want.
That's absolutely right.
Is that what the definition of fingers in many things are?
Oh dear.
I can do it all with one finger.
Oh. Okay.
Right. So, you get back in here, and there are, as there were before when you were last in here, there are two dogs by the door over here. And they're both sort of lying down, not really paying much attention to anything. And as soon as you come through the doors, as soon as you open the doors, they both of them get up and they just sit and watch you.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not
Guarding
stood, they're sitting, they're upright, and they're watching what you are doing.
but they are kind of guarding that door, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They're certainly in the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Captain, you're up. Let's see if you can distract them so we can open that door.
Oh no.
You don't have to listen to them when they tell you to jump off a cliff. You do know that, don't you, right?
Megan carefully attaches a leg of pork to JL's to a rope, and then attaches it to JL's waist. Let's drag it behind her. Off you go. Walk,
Put it on
please.
the tail. Put it on the tail. It's further away from the vital bits.
I do have an idea. Which is I can cast invisibility.
Okay.
So one of us or two of us could go up this passageway,
Back passage.
up the back passage. We could slip one up the back passage invisibly, just to take a look around.
Yeah.
Provided you don't attack, the invisibility won't break. Because there's no guarantee that they can't detect invisible.
Yeah, true.
So I would say, cast the spell here and then see if they can follow that person around. What do you reckon?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a plan.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to nip down this corridor here.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be
Uh,
quicker to go through the other door?
Well, all right. We'll go through here. We'll go through here. Open up this one.
Mm-hmm.
Go in here.
Okay.
Going to cast invisibility on myself.
Who
On Varo.
are you taking with you?
I think it's probably best if I go myself because I'll try a sneak.
Yep, I'm not a sneaker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
Well,
figuring
we know
that
JL's a good
noise.
sneaker.
I'm figuring that noise it'd be a problem.
JL's a good sneaker.
Yeah, but then there's
She's
also
probably a better sneaker than you.
that's twice the thing is that if they do attack me, I can retreat using Starlight Step.
Mm-hmm.
These two
Yeah.
are now stood up and their ears are up. They're not growling or anything. They're just watching you. They watch you wander off down that corridor, Varo.
Okay. All right.
This one steps to here.
Okay.
He's
So
looking.
yeah.
Apparently, someone's at the front door. There's other people here. It's fine.
So I wanted to know if they could see invisible. So stepping to here, does it look at me?
So stepping to there, does it look at you? No, it's just looking down. It looks to be looking past through you.
Okay, good.
But its ears are turning, and it's obviously paying attention, and it's sniffing the air.
Yeah, good. So I got good senses. I'm hoping I can just sneak down just for a quick look and then retreat. But
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
So you're gonna make a check for that, aren't you?
So yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, there's one down there. Okay. And that is what, looking at me, looking down the passageway.
Not yet. Make a sneak check.
I'll make a sneak. Yeah. Stealth.
Just lying on the ground at the moment.
Yeah. Gonna make a stealth check. Gonna use bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So stealth check. Hey, natural 20. That'll do.
Nice.
I'll keep. I won't use the. I've got the bardic inspiration ready, but I'm not going to use it.
Oh, can you do that?
Yeah. You choose. You choose after the roll, but before the result is determined.
Cool. That's good, isn't it? That's much better. So it should be.
Yeah. In fact, we go.
Okay.
Yeah. It says here this can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome. And it lasts for 10 minutes.
This one is just laying. It's just laying on the ground.
Okay, so very carefully
Mm-hmm.
move down.
Stealth.
To
That's
stealth.
too quick. That's too quick.
Well,
You need to move square by square.
okay, sorry.
It's all right. Stop there for a second. So you're creeping down here,
Yep.
crouching down because you don't fit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a
Mhm.
problem for you because of space.
Yeah.
So you're creeping down here, and this one suddenly its head comes up and it starts sniffing the air.
No, they've got
You
scent.
notice that it's sniffing the air and it's looking
Yeah.
around, and then it sort of shifts its head around and it looks straight towards you.
Okay.
You don't believe it's seen you, but you believe
Yeah.
that it's sniffing. It's still laying down. It's not
Yeah.
doing anything, but it's sniffing.
Okay. Yeah, they've got enhanced senses. Damn it! It must be that Lynx Africa I'm wearing. Too attractive.
You know it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, so much for that idea.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the idea, was there?
Yeah. Okay.
But the problem is that these things are one of the things that you did see down here is you saw that this was the same width.
Hmm?
From where you were, you could see that the area in here was the same width as the doors here.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to cancel the invisibility. Come back to the party.
Okay.
I'm going to say that these things can scent me. I couldn't really get to see much down there. Just looked like, the kind of 10-foot wide corridor heading north. To be honest, I'm not willing to fight them to find out what's in there. Just doesn't seem right.
If we have to fight someone to get off this rock, we don't want to be expending.
Well, there's that too.
Well, I could open the door possibly from here if it's unlocked, but it would slam and it may be chaos.
I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff down here. There's a lot of incriminating research. The pirates are obviously interested in this place. I think somebody's going to come back. I say we head upstairs and wait in ambush.
Yeah,
and steal their ship.
Possibly some kind of cleanup crew or something to come in to
That's what I think.
dispose of the evidence. Having said that, if they've got another one of these weapons, they may just blast it out from a distance, but hopefully not. Yeah, we need to get off this rock.
That would be a terribly unfortunate thing to have happen, wouldn't it?
Okay. In that case,
The good news is that the asteroid in the distance was not destroyed.
Oh yes, good. Yes, it just
It was
burned.
darkened, but it wasn't destroyed. You don't think that this weapon would blow up something, a large asteroid like this, but you do think that it would be absolutely devastating to pretty much any sized ship.
Hmm.
okay. In that case, Love,
Yes.
they listened to you last time. Can you just tell it to feck off because we want to use the lift and go up and leave them in peace?
I think yeah. Why don't we carefully move on to the lift or wait for this one here to settle down?
Yeah,
And then
I mean,
carefully move on to the lift.
now you are back, and bear in mind it's moved forward so it could see down here,
Yeah.
right? But it's not quite. It's not like at the edge of the lift. The token takes up a 5x5 space, but a dog doesn't.
Yeah.
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 It's
I mean,
really more kind of on this end of the thing. It's sort of stepped forward and it's almost looking. Yeah.
I mean, I think the thing is that they. Sorry.
It's not that close. Tactically speaking, it's in that space, but it's not actually that close.
Yeah. They're just protecting their den. They've probably got puppies down there.
Could be.
So. Okay. Carefully step onto the. Oops. Sorry.
Okay.
Carefully step onto the platform.
I'm waiting for Megan to get on.
And for you, you're still not on according to my map. Lovelaw's still not on.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and head upstairs.
Alrighty.
Trundle.
Just check to make sure your tokens are up to date. Because I didn't move the tokens. I just moved the view.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what, they're different
That's
tokens.
good for us.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Okay.
just in case in case anyone has arrived, Varo's going to head up these stairs onto this gantry.
Yep.
And see if there's any.
It's empty.
It is empty. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's get out of here. Let's go set up an ambush.
The gantry thing is how enclosed is it? Is it kind of like sheet metal? Is it wood? Is it got holes in it? Gaps?
There you
Is
go.
it like meshing, or could somebody sit up there unseen from the entranceway, or is it kind of a bit
Pretty
more?
much, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll
You
go.
could.
Good lookout spot.
I'll go and perch up there then. Keep watch.
So, what is your plan?
I think the plan is we have someone outside. We'll keep watch outside, and basically we'll just keep looking out for ships. And then should pirates come back, or anyone from House, whose name I can't remember.
Perigo or something.
Perigo, yeah.
Petunia.
Yep.
We will try and steal their ship.
Petunia?
Began with a P.
Really?
It began with a P.
It did.
What did we do with the body of the pirate lad? Apart from pulverise his skull in.
Can you bury it near the door?
Here's a clue. Here's a clue.
So, I'm looking at. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah. So I needed to move everything up. Okay.
Sorry, you couldn't see where I was pinging.
What race was it? Was it human? Elf?
It was human.
Human.
We don't say race anymore. It's racist.
We don't have any.
Well, D&D likes species, and I like folk.
Doesn't matter.
We don't have any humans in the party, do we?
He was a human folk. No, we don't even have anybody who can pass for human.
Oh wait!
Even Lovelaw is like, nah. No passing him off as a human.
Disguise self.
Unless you were trying to pretend it was a GIF in a human mask, because that's pretty much what Lovelaw is. He's like as big as a GIF.
Do we have any way of communicating with anybody? I mean, message or?
Well, without knowing how far away they are or anything else, but I mean, if anybody can cast spells, if they have a disguise self, then maybe they put the uniform on, and then
I like that idea.
When the people come, we basically disguise self to get them to come down or to come in.
You mean that spell? That I happen to have.
mean, when they land, you just need to change your face or your head to appear like the dead dude. We can then put said dead dude up onto the gantry because we can hide up there, kind of thing, to put an ambush on. When the pirates come, there's a pirate outside doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Before they land, they might not necessarily see that you're not who they left, and you could then get them to come on in because there was a ruckus down on the thing. Maybe, I don't know, or say that somebody came and then this thing came out and burnt their ship, and they're down in the whatsits. They opened up the hangar, and they, etc., try and sell it really good, and then they come charging in. We kill them, take their ship. We're off the asteroid.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it'll hold up to long examination for a start, like disguising my voice, and, if also I don't know them. But if Varo was disguised as this pirate lad and he was sort of over here, slumped against the corner, looking obviously injured, and he kind of waves them over, and then it looks like he passes out.
Yeah,
we'll probably get them to come in.
We've also got charm person if we need to. I could do charm 2 people potentially if that would help. But
and then if we can deal with the ones who, the advanced group that comes in here, they'll probably have left some people on the ship. Then I could disguise myself as one of the people who came in, and then
Yeah,
Right.
either of that. I just think that if we've got the ability to use that spell, then our
No,
chances
I
have
like
gone
it.
up.
I think that's a great plan.
So I
Right.
just want to, if I can, sorry, Anthony, you were going to say something.
Nope. I said, all right. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just say a couple of things. First of all, you know that the pirates were told that it was dangerous in here,
Hmm.
and that they didn't want to go in here.
That's true.
So that's the first thing I will remind you of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The second thing I will remind you of is that, and I like your scheme, by the way. Yeah, I like the ideas that are coming out here. They're good. The second thing I'll remind you of is that you have a fair amount of things in your arsenal and options, like this disguise self, for example, was one option. So what I was trying to get you to think about is how you would handle a situation rather than just you're already doing it anyway. So I don't want to interfere with that.
Mm.
But what I didn't want you to do was just kind of stand around going, "Oh, I don't know what to do," because you do. There's ton, I was thinking about this earlier, and it was like there must be 10 different ways of cutting this particular thing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if they're not going to come in here, we can go stand outside. You guys can conceal yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I use disguise self to disguise myself as this pirate lad. Wave them down. I can cast invisibility on a couple of you guys. So when they come out of the ship, you could sneak in, take care of anyone who's left on the ship.
Sounds
What do
good.
you reckon?
Sounds good.
Yeah?
I like it.
We'll have
Sounds
to play
good.
some of it by ear. But yeah, we'll do it outside because, yeah, they might not come in.
Okay. Your invisibility
Yeah.
can
And as I just amazingly remembered, we have the orb,
We do.
so we can talk without anyone hearing.
we
We can
do.
also use the orb
That's true.
offensively, can't we? If we need to.
Sort of.
Right. Well, that answers my question. So that's another
So I
good
can cast
idea.
the third
That's
level to target an additional creature.
not going to work. Okay.
You also just a quick reminder that you also discovered that the orb is nearly indestructible. It isn't completely indestructible, but it's for all practical purposes, it's indestructible.
So
You don't have to treat it with kid gloves.
yeah,
It
we
burned
could
in
lob
very
it.
high-
We could lob it onto the
on
ship.
it.
Yeah, we could lob it onto the ship and basically get it to do its thing.
Could we use it as a lure? Like put it outside near
I
the
think we need-
near the wreckage of our ship, and then when they come and investigate it, we tell it to do one of its attacks.
Might need to, but here we go. What have we got? Once per day. It'll only do it in self-defense.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right? But
it says here.
you can talk to it.
That's true. So I'll just pop that in chat.
Because Dex
There we go.
save 18, 8d6 2+2 lightning damage is quite significant.
Yeah,
Oh, wisdom save DC 23.
yeah, 12d4 plus 2 psychic damage.
Yeah.
This thing is like nuts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that might.
This is
if we-
roll it into a gold dragon's lair and stand. Oh, sorry, a red dragon's lair and stand back stuff, isn't it? I mean, come on. You
Yeah.
know.
I like it. Okay, so yeah, someone sneaks on board the ship. I mean, it's only a 20-foot radius sphere, so I think someone would have to get on the ship. And then
It's
basically,
so good being strong, isn't it, Lovelaw?
Just chuck it. Just chuck somebody.
Or
in.
just chuck it onto the top of the ship. Yeah, onto the deck.
Why can't we just have a handsomely charismatic devil get out a lute or a bassoon or a snare drum
Love it.
and musically waltz up the gangplank and say something along the lines of, hey, gather round, hey, gather round, hey, gather round, have I got a story to tell you? Did you hear the song about the ooze that walks on 2 feet and tried to pet a dog hound?
I like the Candygram for Mr. Mungo.
Yeah, and then when
technique.
everybody
That
gathers
was
round,
wonderful.
said singer, you let the orb off if the orb will be prepared to do that. And everybody's in a sphere, and the orb might be able to protect our party member.
No, we'll go for everybody.
Okay, so question here. Who's got crafting?
What?
Yes.
What type of crafting?
Well, I'm thinking we could salvage the remains of our ship and get some of those planks, and we could make a rudimentary wooden horse. Put the orb inside.
I'm on it. Yes, I can do that.
Put the orb inside.
The horse inside it is clearly a gift for us.
Yes.
Let's just ignore the horse now it is inside. Leave it overnight.
Yes. Well, no, they have a big party because the war's over, obviously.
Great.
Everyone gets drunk.
Awesome. So, sorry, we've got so far we've got disguise, we've got invisibility, we've got the orb. It's just like this is.
We got Candygram from Mr. Mungo. We've got Trojan Horse. Yeah. Okay.
What else can we
Not
do?
fussed.
Right.
Not fussed.
We could
Yeah,
negotiate
no,
with the pirate captain.
Let's get out there, and so at least we're looking at the sky, and we can see if anyone's coming.
Good.
Plus, I've got an immovable rod, which we might be able to jury rig up at the entranceway.
Yeah.
To
So I'd
that-
say the thing is first we see if a ship arrives. If the ship looks like it's landing, then we can just use invisibility and the orb.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't look like it's landing, I can use disguise to try and wave them down.
Yep.
And then we use invisibility and the orb. Yeah? Sound reasonable?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because invisibility covers whatever you're carrying as well.
Mm.
So basically, can get to the ship, lob the orb onto the deck, get it to go off.
See what happens.
Yep.
Oh, well, if I give you the... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say, if I gave you the immovable rod, you would be able to whack it in place for the gantry, wouldn't you? But as soon as you let go of it, it becomes visible.
It does. Yeah.
So how about you hold on to it and make plenty of room for the people to go over the side because they've tripped over it.
It does say it is indiscriminate and affects friends and flow alike. The attacks. So we really don't want to be within 20 feet of the sphere.
No. So, but we could use the immovable rod at any height because it just stays there, doesn't it?
Well, that's true.
Once you trigger it just stays, so it can float
can
in midair
basically-
kind of thing.
You can lock the ship in place. You basically go onto the ship, put the immovable rod on the deck and trigger it. That ship can't go anywhere.
Yeah. So that's a fourth option as well. You cast invisibility. You then put the immovable rod down. They can't move the ship, and as long as you're still invisible and you're holding on to it, it's also invisible.
The problem is, I don't think John would rule. I think John would rule that the rod stays local to whatever the local gravity plane is, which would be the ship. So the ship could probably take off. But hey, I don't think. Look, our plan is to steal the ship, kill
Yeah.
everyone on board, and steal the ship. So You should be totally on board with this. This is piracy.
I'm up for anything.
Absolute classic piracy.
I'm just chewing
It is,
the cud with you until the pirates come, because let's face it, what we've already learned on this damn asteroid is the more time we waste doing other things, the more things happen. So we're outside discussing all of this, and I'm just throwing ideas left, right, and centre until the pirate ship comes down or travels past and activates one of our plans.
Yep.
So you got the immovable rod. What else? Oh, we got the doggos down there.
Yes. I mean, not quite sure how we're going to persuade them to come up and attack anyone, but yes.
I don't know either.
I mean, if we had a bag of holding, we could load the dogs into the bag of holding, throw that on the ship, and then they would come out as a ravening pack and kill everyone.
Christ, if we had a couple of bags of
I like that
holding,
idea.
we'll just throw
That's
one inside of the
hilarious
other.
to me for some reason.
Yeah, okay, so the doggos maybe not a good idea. I don't fancy being bitten again. I might get rabies. Ooh, can oozes
It was
get
only
rabies?
a gentle bite. It wasn't
Yeah.
a serious one. If it had been, you'd have been in serious trouble.
Yeah, because I would have started a fight. So doggos maybe not. Was there anything else down there that we found that we dismissed that was just like crap?
Well, there's the ship killing weapon, which is
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
apparently not aimable and can only point in one direction. not very useful. It's fine if the ship happens.
but don't forget that was the way they were building it and testing it. It was a test.
Yeah.
It's not
No, fair
a
enough.
real.
I know.
It was in a lot of different bits.
It was.
And you would have had to put it all back together, which would have taken a while. So it's not, practically speaking. Plus, also, you could only point it up the thing. So if something just happened to fly past the right point, and you could suddenly trigger
exactly. And we would all cheer and go, "Hooray! We destroyed the ship that we need to escape." Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
So
Okay.
come on, everyone outside. Let's wait.
Let's do it.
So you go outside.
We will
And you
will conceal ourselves in the landscape somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
I'll close the door up because, as Varo said, we know. Oh, sorry. As the message or the missive from the heavens has told us on cheap parchment, we have been told that we're not supposed to go in there. They don't want the pirates going in there.
Yeah. So I would say we can see ourselves maybe about halfway between where between the remains of our ship and the entrance to the base, because I think the remains of our ship will probably attract their attention.
Yep.
All right, just give me a second. I hadn't thought of that. I'll just do this, and then I'll move you to this that I'm. I hope this is going to work out right, because if it doesn't, it's going to be horribly wrong.
Yeah,
Right, hold on a
that's close the hangar doors. Agreed.
I thought I'd
can
type it so that we've got
all
written
together.
confirmation that we've done it.
I can be on or
all
next to
together.
the wreckage and pretend to be an injured or ex passenger of the ship.
Yeah. Provided they don't, sort of fire a bolt at you for target practice or just to make sure.
Well, there is that.
Uh,
No, there's plenty of smoking wreckage. I mean,
It's a bit suspicious if there's remains of a ship but nobody about. Well, I guess you'd be there, wouldn't you?
well, that's it exactly.
We fed them to the hounds.
Yes, that's basically the
yeah.
remnants of your ship.
Fine. Yes.
It would have looked better than that had I actually had the prep time I'm supposed to have had today, but I'm not bitter. Okay. So you find a spot and you sit down. And you're hoping. Feeling all a bit disconsolate, really. Looking at the burnt wreck of your ship. Time passes.
Get the pack of cards
Every
out.
so often you scan the skies. Then you scan them again. And then again. And it's Lovelaw who squints into the distance and says, movement. But it takes a good 10 minutes more for the rest of you to start seeing what Lovelaw sees.
Sorry, love, you've had a movement.
There's movement.
Slowly they're coming towards you.
Okay.
3 of them.
So
Whoa.
three what?
Whoa.
Who
This is a
reminds
whoa
me of
moment.
us?
This is a whoa. Oh, no. Muty. Zip it. Shh. Open a bag of shh. This is a shh moment. Shh moment for everybody. Otherwise I'm going to stop. Okay. There are 3 of them.
3 ships.
The tiny...
Sorry.
Okay. I'll give up.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll give up. I'm done. Let's guys, come on. I can't. It's like...
I
going.
saw 3
Apologies.
ships go sailing by. I'll have to see if that's copyrighted.
Are you doing anything?
Insert that at
quite a long way away. It's going to be a while before they get here.
1 minute and 7 seconds. 1 hour and 7
Well, I don't
minutes.
know what they are yet. We still don't know. Are they 3 ships, 3 people?
3
What?
blobs.
There's 3 of something. 3 of a kind.
Tell you what, why don't we take a quick break and then when we come back, we'll pick this one back up.
Say what?
Yeah, let's go let John scream in the bathroom.
I'm just going to get a drink actually because I'm thirsty. There are 3 of them. The tiny scout ship you saw escape. A significantly bulked up hammerhead, bristling with weapons. And another small ship that you find it hard to identify. It looks somewhat like a squid ship, but a mantle covers the aft deck, and the forward arms are shorter, the whole body more bulbous. It takes some time, but the 3 ships get closer and closer, clearly heading to your location.
Right.
Figure the game is up. A single ship's complement should be easy for you to defeat, but 3 ships? Between them they must have at least 50, 60, 70 pirates aboard. And with that hammerhead, they are heavily armed.
Okay. I look at JL. Captain, I'll take on the hammerhead solo. You guys take the other 2.
Okay.
Are we still hiding, or are we just going to stand here at this point?
No, we're hiding.
All
somewhere.
right.
Still out of view. Yeah, you're still hiding out of the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You're tucked into some rocks.
That's a
think
lot of
we- think-
firepower.
Actually, no, you're not tucked into some rocks. What you're doing is you're hiding behind that illusion because it's ideal. Where you stood right now is behind the illusion, right?
Got it. Perfect.
Yeah. If you move here,
Yep.
you're outside the illusion, but here you're inside it.
Perfect.
Okay.
And wherever we are, wherever we split, we're going to make sure that we're within range of Lovelaw because he's carrying the orb. He's the only one who can carry that orb and still actually use a weapon.
You're mulling the options as they sweep overhead, maybe a mile up. And it's then that you hear it. It's... The best description is 1,000 angry dwarf horns renting the air with a bass rumble. The space in front of the pirate ships shimmers, and impossibly, a gigantic ship appears. This thing must be 400 feet long. It looks roughly like a nautiloid, but much, much bigger.
Ooh.
All three pirate ships swerve to avoid it, but the tiny scout ship in the lead doesn't turn fast enough. And one of the enormous tentacles smashes into it, breaking it in two. You watch in fascinated horror as pirates and ship debris explode out into wild space. The gigantic ship simply glides forward as the wreckage bounces off its hull. The Hammerhead and the other ship split their paths. You see the smaller ship turn to the left and start to race away from the giant, turning back towards you, while the Hammerhead executes a swift turn and begins to launch a broadside into the giant. You stand and watch, absolutely fascinated, as some giant space battle starts to erupt above you.
Right above us. Nice.
Marshmallow, anyone?
But you have only moments to see the Hammerhead launch a volley of firebombs from its mangonels, to watch the epic battle begin to unfold before your attention turns to the other mysterious ship as it drops down to land on the asteroid's surface.
Oh, now we're fucked.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
But if we come out of this, Captain, unscathed, then we've got a big squid fish.
Yay!
Will be the toast of all seafood bars in the
Oh boy.
inner hemisphere.
Mhm.
No, I
Oh,
quite like it. I quite like that ship.
Yeah, it's kind of your colours, isn't it? It's
That's a
quite
handy
racy,
ship, innit?
really.
That's
Yeah.
a very handy ship.
Are we going to steal it?
Hell
We can do a
yeah!
lot with that ship.
Yes, of course you are. Unless you're going to die. It's,
I mean-
it's TPK or Nick the ship. It's
I mean-
one or the other. Come on. There's no other
Old
choice
Captain
tonight,
Varo,
right? Come
that-
on out, yeah?
old Captain Varo,
Right.
that's what I would call an upgrade. Let's do this.
It comes down and lands. It honestly, it looks it's flying a pennant of the Crimson Sun, right? And it looks kind of mucky. It doesn't look very well kept, to be honest with you. It looks a bit forlorn. But you reckon you reckon you could certainly improve it. I'm actually quite surprised that you can't really tell whether the outer is beautifully crafted and lacquered sort of wood and things, or whether there's an organic component to it. It's hard to tell. So it's landed.
Joe's going to watch. I mean, it's probably
Right.
a bit far from here, but if she can read lips. So if she can, so she's going to try and keep an eye on faces if she can. But they're probably a bit far away at this point. But she's going to keep an eye on them and see if she can determine any decipher anything if they're reading and speaking a language she understands.
Okay.
We're a long
So,
way. We're
um,
a long way.
So, quick
You
question.
got a long way out, yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst you're contemplating that, my question is, we saw the Hammerhead send a volley of shots to the squid.
Yep. From its mangonels. Yep.
Did we see anything come from the squid back to the Hammerhead?
Yes, that is happening now. A space battle is erupting above your head at the moment. Yes.
As it's coming into land?
No, they're not coming into land. There's a space battle happening over there while this thing comes into land. So this has come into land, and over there, some miles away, a couple of miles away, is a space battle happening.
Right.
Oh,
So-
so that's not the big thing.
Not
Right.
big enough.
Oh, God, no.
Right.
No,
Well, we want to
no,
take
no.
on the big
This
thing
map-
because that's foreboding and
The
impressive.
big thing would be the width of this map.
Mm.
That's fine. But
And it
that's
would
what we
be-
want to go for.
And it would be like 10 stories tall, or 8 stories tall.
Okay.
Enormous. The thing is enormous.
I don't think that
Like,
we're going to be able to
super
do that
enormous.
without a damn good run. What's the thing on run? It's double speed, isn't it? And that's all you can do.
Yep. For
So
dash.
that's 60 foot per round. So that's there. So 2 rounds to running, and we could get to the side of the ship, but where we enter, that's the question.
Well,
Not
the thing
really-
is that
Full rounds.
but cast invisibility. So okay, so
Get as
sorry,
close as possible.
what allegiance is this squid ship? Is this squid ship?
This
This-
ship that's just
it-
landed, I described
Yeah.
it earlier.
Sorry, I know.
It's Crimson Sun.
So
This is-
let me describe it again. Okay. So, tiny scout ship, which is the one that you saw run away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bulky hammerhead. So basically, it's like a normal hammerhead. Anybody who wants to look that up can go look it up in the rules. Have a look at the pictures of a hammerhead. All right. It's
And then
hammerhead,
this
but it's been
mysterious ship.
enhanced. It's had extra weapons attached to it and extra armor and stuff. So it's like a hammerhead, but it's been beefed up, right? And another small ship that you find hard to identify.
Yeah.
It reminds you of a squid ship, but a mantle covers the aft deck. Yeah? Mantle covers the aft deck here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And the forward arms here
Mm-hmm.
seem shorter with the whole body more bulbous.
Yep. So unknown allegiance.
No,
Uh,
not an
they're
unknown
with-
allegiance. It is
Well,
flying.
it's flying with the pirates.
Yes,
but
and
it
it is
doesn't look-
flying and it is flying the colours of the Crimson
Oh.
Sun. I said
Oh,
that as
okay.
well.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that bit. Right. Okay. So it's definitely.
So it's flying the colours of the Crimson
Okay.
Sun. The Crimson
Yeah.
Sun ship, undoubtedly, no question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. So how about we go with the invisibility plus orb explosion plan?
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I like it.
You've got enough time as it's coming into land before it actually lands. I've just put it on here, but you've got plenty of time to make your plans and decide what you want to do and shift your positions as well, so you're closer to it. So if
Yeah.
anybody wants to do that, I will give you time because as it comes in, it slows right down. Obviously,
Yeah, but
to
can
come into
we
land because it can't just hurtle
change?
into land because there would be a big bag and bits of it would
Can
fall off.
we change our position?
Can you
So-
change your position? The answer is yes, you can.
The question is, how far does this bloke, this illusion go? I mean, is it like across here?
Okay, no, it isn't. You move the piece and you'll see. If you move out the way, you'll see it.
Move out of the way.
I've had another plan.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. There we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Right. I've had
Yeah.
another plan, Pete.
Okay.
Okay. You cast
You've got a
disguise
couple of minutes to
self.
plan, and I'll leave you to do that. All right.
You cast disguise self on yourself. You cast invisibility
Oh.
onto, say, Lovelaw because he's currently carrying said orb. Lovelaw goes up ahead of us, like we take our sweet ass time to get to the ship. Lovelaw gets up onto the ship and places said orb wherever. The orb goes off. Okay, does what it needs to do. The other pirates, they might come out and investigate what the hell's going on. See us traveling on up. We have our hands bound. Okay, and you're in the pirate outfit. Okay, and basically the the story could be that we went to try and pillage the place, and you very cleverly managed to put us to sleep by putting some sleepy shit from one of our packs into our foods. We fell asleep, and then you basically tied us up, and and you've got some prisoners for coming on to and also entering the forbidden hangar. That then gets us up on deck, and then we slip our bounds because we're holding on to them anyway. And then a fight ensues. We take over the ship. We fly off.
Okay.
Because I don't think the orb's going to get everything. I mean, it might do.
Yeah. So the old fake prisoner ploy.
Yeah, basically. But Lovelaw is the only one who's, but he's out in front so he can get up to basically plant the orb. And have we actually had that conversation with the orb yet?
Yeah. No, not yet. I don't think so. Has anyone got a crossbow?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. So basically, if I have the crossbow, I can have that. I can be walking along behind you guys. So if Lovelaw's invisible, got the orb. So it would be Shaggy, JL, and Megan.
Yeah.
Ahead of me. I'm behind with the crossbow. I can wave at the ship in my nice Crimson Suns uniform.
I think we need to be on this side, just because if this lands where we think it is, that's 50 feet versus 75.
Well, the thing is, the question is how far we can get before they see us.
Yep.
So the thing is, I'll travel relatively slowly to give you a chance to get over to the ship.
How far can I be away from you with invisibility going?
As far as you want, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
let me just
concentration up to an hour.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Then I'll go there.
Range is touch, but that's only to cast it.
All right. So after you've touched me, I'll run over there.
Yeah, the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Well, throwing an orb is not an attack.
If you can cast it slightly higher, you can get one additional target.
That's true.
Which
in
help.
which case it makes us look less threatening as a group because it means there's only two captives.
So what I would suggest is I pretend to be a prisoner with Monty, okay, and JL, okay. Megan and Lovelaw are the invisible ones.
Yeah.
Or JL and Lovelaw.
Yeah. Well, you see, you will lend verisimilitude to the action because if they know anything, they know that there are plasmoids in the base.
Yep.
So they'll think you're one of the plasmoids, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. Okay, so I need to change my... Okay. So I'll have time to do that. So, John.
What are you going to do then?
So we've concocted a fantastic plan of
The
fudge.
old fake prisoner ploy.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my body to look a little bit more like the plasmoids that were down, like the plasmoid that basically fired our ship. Okay.
Yeah.
Because at the moment I'm very humanoid looking, not like a normal plasmoid blob type looking. So I'm going to change to that way.
Plasmoids are your plasmoids are always plasmoids.
Yeah, but mine is
So
like my token.
You
so
define your shape a little better than most.
yeah,
but not much better.
so
You're
basically,
always a blob.
I'm not gonna
can't be
have my breathing
more
in
precise.
stomach. I'm gonna have my relaxed face.
That's how plasmoids are. There's a limit to the quality of the shape. You don't look like Odo. Let's put it that way.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to Monty's going to be bound. I'll bound Monty just round the arms and what have you, so at least he can still walk, because he's walking on 2 feet anyway. Okay.
Right.
Have we said JL or Megan that goes with Lovelaw on the invisibility?
I'd probably need to be with the prison. Possibly should be a prisoner for the because I can use charm person if we need to talk, and she's quite good at talking anyway. So she might, if there's any conversations to be had, she might be able to help in that regard.
So what we're going to do is Varo's going to cast invisibility on Megan and Lovelaw.
Mm-hmm.
Lovelaw and Megan are going to be ahead of us. I'm going to have my my wrists bound, but I'm going to be holding on to so they're not really bound. We're pretending that we're prisoners. Same with JL. And Varo is currently dressed as the pirate, and whether he uses disguise self or not to make him look
I'm going to use disguise self. Yeah, to
make him look like the pirate that we left. And the story is that the 3 of us, myself, Monty, and JL, landed. We got into the hangar, and the plasmoid managed to escape and basically torched our ship. And
I'm hoping we don't need even to get to the point where we need a story.
Yeah,
the plan is really just...
Whilst we were fighting the plasmoid, whilst JL and Monty were fighting me, Varo's disguised person manages to knock out JL and Monty and myself using very cunning acrobats type things, and that's why we're prisoners, and he wants us off of so take us away kind of thing.
So Varo's going to cast invisibility on JL and Lovelaw. They're immediately going to head out and get
Megan
themselves into...
Correct?
Oh, sorry, Megan and Lovelaw.
Okay.
They're immediately going to head out and get in position. Yeah?
Yep.
Wait, can I see Lovelaw and Megan in position then, please? I've already invisibilitied up Lovelaw.
Lovelaw's over here. John, can I estimate the crew size?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. You actually think it's probably about 10.
Okay. So Megan, all of the planning aside, they could land, drop some people off, and move to a safe distance. I think that we just need to get on the damn boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the plan is, once they've landed, then with Varo disguised as the Crimson Sun lad and holding a crossbow, we'll come out with the other 3 ahead of him, pointing the crossbow. He'll wave to the ship as he basically stands there. He's going to move to the side and stand there. We're going to move slowly over towards the ship.
Okay. So, Lovelaw and Megan, between you've got a good estimate of where the ship is going to come down, because it's dropping down out of the sky now. Slowed right down. It's dropping down out of the sky. So you know roughly. So you can get closer to where it's going to be if you want to. You don't have to be
I'd
there.
like to move, but I am currently struggling with a problem on the map. So, Roll20 is reloading.
If you tell me where you want, if you're basically going to be alongside Lovelaw, I'll move you then. Yeah.
Yes, please move me to alongside Lovelaw.
What are you happy there? A bit further forward.
More? Just to be safe.
You probably don't want to be too close.
So
you can see that a hard ladder has been set up over the side, so you can see roughly where you think that's going to come down.
Yeah,
which is here.
So Varo is clutching a wound on his side, which is obviously he's bleeding. He's he's holding the crossbow against these guys, but he's bleeding away.
Right.
So, well, hopefully, someone will come
Alright,
out to
Let's get to that story in a second. So
to meet them.
the ship lands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where the crew. We're going to do the crew, and shortly after it lands, you can just all see. I mean, it's actually fairly high up the deck, but you can see enough. And you see there's the crew are on there, and some of the crew come to the edge to where the ladder is, and you can hear a couple of people shouting some commands. And then there's a door that opens, and you see somebody come out who you think is probably the captain. All right?
Pete, you might
Hold on.
need to come help me.
Okay, hang on a sec.
Sorry, I need technical help.
Okay.
It won't load. And I've just done refresh because it was doing nothing. No,
All right.
I've got
I'm
nothing.
just going to check in, Anthony, with you on Lovelaw. You can see
Right.
you can see all those tokens, yeah?
Yes, sir. I can see the one
Okay,
at the top
so
of
these-
the,
Yep, there's one basically at the
Oh,
top there. Looks like he's getting ready to potentially come down the ladder. It looks to you like you've got a couple of regular. You've got a bunch of regular folks
Mhm.
over this end. These
It's not
loading, is it?
No.
these folks over here.
Block 20 is just
These three are obviously manning these,
Got it.
but they don't look like they're manning them with any purpose. They look like they're just sort of standing around. If we need to, we can jump on it. This character here has just popped out of the come out of here. You think is probably the captain and probably the pilot. Yeah. And then you've got what look like two kind of, veteran types, and then a bunch of other crew members.
All right.
You're not entirely sure. There could be another person.
There we go.
Yep.
There could be someone missing,
Where the hell am I?
but maybe not.
Beyond. We'll have to go into your connector.
So where would I guess that the
Okay, thank you.
spell jamming helm would be?
You think the spelljamming helm is somewhere back here
All right.
because
That's
this
what I
character here looks like they are the only person who is probably fit to fly the thing.
If you've been introducing people, could you go through them again, please? Because I didn't hear any of that.
I was just explaining to Lovelaw about the lie of the land because he has the tactical piece. But yeah, absolutely. So what you've got is you've got what look like a bunch of regular, just kind of, deck crew. Probably a couple of veterans,
Mm-hmm.
Sergeants or whatever who will, be sort of second in command types. And then the door has just opened and this character has just walked out. And this character looks like they are probably the captain and probably were flying the ship now that the ship has settled onto the ground.
Yeah.
The keel of this thing, you think this thing would probably float, but the keel has sort of landed here, and it's kind of the weight of this thing has just sort of pressed it down into the ground. So it's sort of sunk slightly into the what I can only really describe as regolith on the surface of this asteroid. I can't think of a better way of putting it. The sort of the grey dust that is the surface here.
Yeah. Okay. Did we end up having the conversation with Yorb where we said, if we throw you and ask you to execute your mind knife area attack?
And it said,
Okay.
understood, and
Okay.
yes. So it can do exactly that. It understands that this is a difficult situation because of the destruction of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So it is desiring to leave with you, obviously to help you to leave. In other words, it's helpful towards you and positively minded. Although typically it would not, it would not use these attacks for something. This is a circumstance in which it will. So my question is, who's going to go first? Well, the sneak attackers are going to go first, is what I think is going to.
Yeah. No, Varo and the rest of us over here, we're basically just with the distraction. We're slowly going to move towards the ship. It's really in Lovelaw and Megan's hands.
Right. So, Lovelaw, are you going to toss that thing up onto the deck?
That's the thought. Megan.
Mhm.
Megan.
Or are you just going to
I
roll
think
it up
we-
against the side of the
we
ship,
need
or what do you want to do?
We need to get on the ship as quickly as possible so they can't fly away.
Mm, we do.
I'm gonna toss this up, but at the same time, if you can just sprint up the ladder and knife the guy there, and I'll follow you.
What? How far roughly away from me is he?
Who's who?
This
Yeah,
guy.
How high up is the ladder? We're trying to see just how far we can go.
I want to know
Okay,
how far I can move.
the ladder's about 10 feet. Just let me check. Hang on a second. I hadn't thought of that.
How
Anthony.
high is the deck from the ground, I suppose, is the question.
Anthony,
Yep.
read your whispers.
Sorry.
Roll 20.
About 10
Yep,
feet.
Yep.
Slightly less than 10 feet, actually, to the deck, which is where the ladder is.
Copy?
So,
Okay.
I'll leave it up to you. I just thought of that.
Yep.
And I was like, ooh, would he? Wouldn't he? Would he? Maybe. Ooh, kinky.
Actually, yeah, it's about 10 feet. It's actually slightly higher up there. I've just realised. Probably shouldn't have been there. Probably should have been. Sorry, I've just realised something. You know when you realise something, you put something in the wrong place. Should be there.
It's on the aft castle. I see. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
It's not attached to the ship model. I thought it was part of the ship model.
Yeah, no. That's my fault. It should have been there. Yeah. I knew there was something wrong. I was like, there's something wrong there, because of course this deck here is slightly higher, and this deck is higher still. So this is the lowest external deck, and then there's a below deck section. So hopefully that makes sense. There's a hole in the coaming. There's a gap in the coaming for the ladder.
okay, so I'm going to ask one question, one simple question.
Yep.
Can I starlight onto that deck?
Yep.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
And you could take the orb with you if you wanted to as well.
I hand it to her.
I am going to do just
Obviously you will have
exactly that.
preset this all up, so I'm ready to go. So as soon as I'm ready to go, we're going to roll initiatives, and then you're going to do your things. All right?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You know what happens, though, if you do take the orb with you, don't you?
Yeah, it'll blast me as well.
It will.
Well, you need to get 20 feet away from it, but yeah, before it goes off. Or you starlight step up to deck, throw it 20 feet away, and then.
Okay.
Yep.
Just think about what you're doing.
Yep.
Decide what you're doing. Okay?
I am going to, yep.
So, I don't know if actually you might. No, I'm not broadcasting this. So I'll broadcast this now. Okay, so that is 20. So to that square there is 25 feet.
Uh-huh.
And it's up one. So I'll call that 30 feet to there for you if you want to starlight step. I'll allow it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
But you can't get any higher up than that.
That's
But you guys can work out a 20-foot radius, right?
Yes. And
Now,
where George
Starlight
has
Step
centered that,
is
that's
going
where
to
we
kill
want
the
it.
invisibility.
No, it's not. It's not an attack.
it is just a move.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. I think it does class as a spell. It's not although it is a racial ability. It just says here, as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Okay, that's a GM's call, I think. Doesn't say it's a spell. It's a racial ability, but it is magically teleport. So
I think it's not unreasonable to assume that the effects of Starlight Step would kill the invisibility, or that they would at least be visible in some fashion. And I think killing the invisibility has to be the reasonable way. I'll entertain arguments to the contrary that are not based on the rules, but are just based on what do you think?
No, fair enough. But it is a bonus action. So Megan could basically teleport up there, drop the thing, and then teleport away as a regular action. Because you can do it, you could use a regular action to execute a bonus action, can't you?
Yes.
So you could teleport up there, drop the orb, and then.
How many times can you Starlight Step in a day?
There.
I think it's 3 or 4 times. 3.
And you haven't used it yet, right?
Nope.
So yeah.
So you could do exactly that.
Drop, teleport away.
Teleport, boom.
Or
you want to do that?
Or throw the orb, wait for it to go off, then teleport up.
That's the other option. But that requires a roll. And the cool thing about the Starlight Step is it doesn't.
Good. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I must admit, what I was thinking I'd do is basically teleport up there, drop the orb, and then move. Because that's 40-foot move. Basically,
you could literally run away.
You could.
Well, I was thinking at the back here.
Run up the top.
Yeah, of course. Disengage. Perfect. Yeah, disengage. Yeah, absolutely.
It's what I thought I'd do is just basically,
Megan,
leg it up to over there, and
Okay, so you want to drop it basically at the feet of this person here. Ideally, that's your target spot, right?
Nice
and then you can run away. So let's do that, Megan.
Hey,
you are going to go first. Then Lovelaw's going to go. Then you guys are going to come into it. But that's the point at which we will roll initiative. Everybody okay with that?
I'm coming up that ladder, Megan.
So as she does that, you're going to be going here, invisibly. Are you moving quietly?
Nope, I'm moving as fast as I can to get up onto the ship.
Okay.
I can't let this ship get.
Yeah, I mean, once Megan's teleported up there, cat's out of the bag, really.
Yep. Just go.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll turn around to see what's happening.
I would wait until after the orb's gone off, otherwise you'll get caught on the ladder in the explosion. So.
Yep, but it's literally up, boom, etc. And then it's up. Megan moves, boom, Lovelaw moves,
and then I go.
And then everyone else joins in, and that's the point at which we're going to roll initiatives.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Or do you guys want to appear first?
Nah. Let's do it this way.
Let's do that.
No, the prison of the Gambit is if everything goes Pete Tong. We've got a second way of getting on it there.
All right. So 3, 2, 1. Megan, go for it.
Megan, Starlight Steps.
2. Boom! Everyone's like, they're all like, whoa, because you just appeared. And then you appear. And then you go, and then you're carrying this massive orb, which is actually quite heavy. I mean, you're strong, so it's fine. So you just go conk and drop it at the foot of this person, and they look at you and they look at it, and they're like, huh? And then you
could just hand it to him. Here, take this.
You don't even do that. You just kind of go plonk, and then you run.
Do you drop it on his foot? That'll hurt.
Run.
Run, and then I'm running.
All right.
Leg it. And
now, given this was Megan, Who's going to roll the damage? And are you doing the?
I think
Are you
Megan
doing
should.
disrupt or mind knife?
Me? You really sure me? Me?
Yeah.
Me
go
with
for
me
it.
with the cursed dice?
Do it.
Okay.
Disrupt or mind knife?
I would go with the mind knife to be. Well,
Yes.
is the lightning half? No. So the lightning is half damage on success. The mind knife is a full save.
It is.
But-
So go with lightning.
But the mind knife also goes through all barriers. So
There are no barriers here at the moment. In fact,
Yeah.
everybody who's here was in range, unless there are more enemies that you can't see.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'm not too sure about the squid, but the helm's got to be somewhere close. So we might get lucky
This
if
way.
the driver, the pilot, is still in the helm. Whereas if we use anything else, he's going
We've
to be
already
immune
said-
from it.
We've
Yeah,
already
but we
said
see-
we think the captain was flying the ship.
Yeah.
You think
No,
the captain was flying the ship. You think the helm is over here somewhere. Somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Okay? Is that's your best guess. And if I take this and I broadcast it to you and it's here, you've only got that captures everybody that you can see, but
Yeah.
it does not capture
Exactly.
anybody who might be further in the ship.
Yeah,
Do we
That's
think
the
there
only
might
thing.
be another deck?
it would go
this?
through that. The mind knife would go through that. So as long as it's in that sphere,
But the
whereas
problem with the
anything
mind
else
knife
won't.
problem is if you make the save with the mind knife, you take no damage.
It is a higher
Completely
damage.
unharmed.
Yeah.
It is a higher save though. It's 823 to 18.
That is also
Cool.
true.
Your call, Christine.
So, which one is it then?
Oh, we all
Christine?
decide.
Christine, is it mind knife or is it disrupt area? Disrupt. Sorry. Mind knife or disrupt?
I think it should be in my knife, but I need to go on
Okay.
what the group
You
said.
go. No, no, I agree, but
No.
you go with it. Your choice.
It's just
12d4
one
I think
plus
it's
two.
because did you say JL it's a higher resist?
Yeah, the save,
yeah.
save for my knife is
Hey.
23 and
23. It's
123.
it's a really tough wisdom save.
Yeah,
you
it
see,
is-
Pirates
think
who
the majority
probably
of
don't
these
have a lot
guys
of wisdom.
Not got it. The captain
Yeah.
might, but
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm going with I think my knife.
Mind knife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
So there you go.
are you rolling the damage?
No shoot. What am I rolling?
12d4
12d4 plus 2.
plus 2. Yeah.
And then I've got a few wisdom saves to roll.
Yeah.
You want your wisdom saves to roll. Bloody hell.
How do I do 12d4, Pete?
Okay, so go click on the little dice in
No,
the
no, no.
toolbar.
Slash roll 12d4 plus 2. Just type it in.
Slash
12d4
Slash
plus 2.
ROLL space 12d4 plus 2. Plus enter. Much easier.
Okay, I think hopefully that'll do it. No, it didn't like that command.
Forward
No.
slash.
No. No. No.
12d4. And I don't have gaps in there.
No, just all 12d4
Forward slash ROLL space 12 D4 plus 2 enter.
forward slash.
mate.
And with a space after
I
the
had
roll.
that the other time and it just didn't do it. Damn thing. Oh, sorry, what was that?
You need a space between the roll and the 12d4.
I did have a space, I thought. 12d4, hang on, plus 2.
Is a 20 always a success on a
Forward
saving throw?
slash. Not backslash. You've got backslash. Forward slash.
There you go.
Look at that. It's mighty fine.
33. Nice.
I'm sure some of those should have rolled over. You've got 2 4s, 3 4s,
Some of those dice should have exploded.
4 4s.
Yes.
Wrong game! Wrong game!
God damn it, I've done it
33
again.
points of damage.
33 points.
Nice.
That's above average, I believe.
That is
That's good.
very good.
That is above average. All right. Dead, 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 dead.
Okay. All right.
Really, all those three saved, huh? Okay.
So they just have more
Oh, sorry.
points.
Oh, even half damage was enough to kill him. Oh, I get it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, of course, no. Wait, hang on. No half damage. No, forget it.
All right. So as I'm
Who's
going
not? Who
across
said
here,
they
John,
saved? They absolutely didn't save.
No, you just rolled
Well,
the
that's really
saves.
weird. I hadn't realised I'd chosen two. Oh, that's really odd. Oh, there you go. That's a funny one. Right. And oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. That one. Your rolling of a wisdom save sucks. Got a 1. That was the captain. Got a 1, by the way.
Oh dear. Sucks to be the captain.
Yep.
He's
And
probably got more than 33 hit
that's a
points.
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
that's
a big
a
headache.
14. Yeah, none of them made that. None of them made the saves.
Okay, but they've taken a whole bunch of damage.
nice.
Yeah, they are reeling. In fact, all of them.
All right.
But they are still standing. So let's let's Lovelaw. This guy here kind of goes as his sort of nose and ears and eyes all sort of explode with blood. And then he pitches off the deck and lands and kind of tumbles down the ladder and lands in a splat on the ground. And you're at this point, you're like, right, off we go.
Yeah.
And you're there.
Absolutely.
Right, you could go up the ladder.
That's what I plan to do. So
Rat up
John,
the
I'm gonna
drain
go
pipe.
5,
Hmm.
10, 15. I have 40 movement. I enter rage at this point.
Okay.
So I'm going to
5,
click
10, 15. You got 10 feet of vertical movement.
So 20, 30. And
Yep.
then I'm going to swing at this guy. As
You
you
get your
do.
attack in, and then we're into initiatives, okay?
I get to attack.
Has he got glazed eyes?
And I haven't done the rest of my movement. So it's up to you how you want to do that. Actions.
So it's 10 feet of movement to go vertically.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's got
Mm.
40 feet of movement. So 15, 20,
That's
25.
fine. That's all I was saying to you.
Okay.
It was an extra 10 feet.
Got
So,
it. No, no.
yeah. Okay,
Got it.
roll the dice.
Boom.
Do you get an advantage because you're invisible?
I think if I rage and everything else, I don't know. And I
think
am
you do, but it's a hit anyway, so that's okay.
I am going
So we
to
probably won't
use
bother about that.
elemental.
And is it really 5 points of slash? Actually, make another attack roll for me, just in case you get a 20.
Well, I also get another d6 of elemental cleaver. So let's see what happened. Did I do that, or did you do that? What happened?
Nothing's
What,
happened.
what are you? You're asking me to do another damage roll?
Make another attack roll.
Attack roll. Okay.
Just in case you get a 20.
Yeah.
Because you're making it an advantage, yeah? Because you're invisible,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You're not invisible anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
But when you make the attack, you're invisible. Yeah?
Very good.
So was the first one really 5 points of damage?
Yeah. Pretty ugly. Well, actually,
That
it
sucks,
wasn't.
my man. That
It wasn't
sucks.
quite yet,
So roll that D6.
because there's a d6. Do I roll a d6 for each one of them, or just
Just the one.
there we go.
All right. So that's 10 points of damage.
All right.
This guy's not having a bad day. This guy's having a bad day, I'll tell you.
All right. And then
A
I'm going
very
to
bad
move,
day. All right.
can I move there?
Yeah, I mean, you're visible, so
I
Yeah.
just move there to clear the ladder.
yeah. You obviously,
As
as you
you do.
realise, you can't go up this way because that would be climbing. Yeah?
Copy.
You could go here.
Where?
You can go into that square if you prefer. You don't have to, so I'm just
Mm.
saying you can do if you want to.
I'm good there.
Right.
Actually, no. I do go up there, John, because of the whole shove maneuver. Oh, and I did rage, so I don't know if you want to make him grow or how that.
Are you growing in the rage? You can't really because
Uh,
there's no face, is there?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Righto. Hold on a second. All right, just give me a moment. Right. Can I have initiative rolls now, please?
All right.
You certainly can.
I was taking that effectively as a sneak attack.
All right.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Let me click on my guy. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I rolled twice, but
Jeepers, these rolls are shit.
Yeah.
Not your rolls. My rolls.
too upset with that.
Doesn't mean they'll continue to be shit. I have 2 Shaggies.
Well done.
Why do I have 2 Shaggies?
I don't know. It could be because Monty. It could be because I added to the turn order. It could be because I clicked my character.
No.
Who
Don't know.
knows?
That was weird. It was. I don't know why that came up. Nobody else had that problem, but that's okay. Right.
I
It's
love
Varo's go.
causing mischief. What can I say?
Okay, so Varo is going to shoot this guy with his short bow.
Sorry, who?
This one.
Which one? That one? Okay, the one that Lovelaw pinged. Yep.
Yeah. So
How's the range? I think you checked it, didn't you?
Yep.
So is it long range or is it medium range?
It is medium range.
Cool.
So it's a
Miss.
16 is a miss. Right. Okay. So, however, as a bard, he is College of Swords.
Oh.
Whenever you take the attack action on your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of the turn.
That's nice.
Love it.
So, my movement is now 40 feet.
Nice.
Okay.
Go.
You're
So-
40 feet anyway, aren't you? Because you're a thingy elf.
No, 30 feet. So 40 feet is there.
You can, by the way, you can walk through this area here. It's not difficult
Yeah.
terrain or anything.
I think that was 40 feet there.
Okay.
And then another 40 feet. Because he's doing a double.
Why another 40 feet?
Because he's made an attack action, so no.
Yep.
I
was going to say, if you're
So-
dashing, you could do 60 feet.
Then going to use a bonus action of actually no, it's going to stay there. It's going to stay there. Gets him
Okay.
into medium range. Gets him into short range.
All right.
That's Varo's go.
All right.
Go, Shaggy, go.
Oh, Shaggy, go.
Shaggy!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm slipping my bounds. I'm going to use my crossbow.
All righty. What's your range?
30/120.
Okay.
And this dude's still up.
So
So that's 80
80,
foot.
90, 100.
Yeah, so basically I can go I can basically target any of those, I think, but I don't know.
Yep.
But I want to take this
Yep.
this dude. I want to shoot this dude because I know that Lovelaw went in and whacked him with the axe.
Okay. So we're all concentrating on the same guy. Yep.
Normal roll. This is there you go. 25 to hit.
25 to hit is a hit.
Okay, so that's 10 points of damage.
All right. I think this guy's feeling picked on right now.
Okay, second attack then.
All right.
Oh,
That's a
there
nat.
he goes.
And
1 point of crit damage. Bugger.
well, that's
Enough.
okay. So yeah.
Boom, boom, gone.
Okay.
Lovelaw's like, Lovelaw
that's
sees this arrow come whizzing past, and he can see Varo on a jog down below, and then he sees Shaggy move, and there's this thump, thump, as these two bolts fire at this guy, and the guy's and he collapses onto the stairs and rolls down almost to Lovelaw's feet.
and then I shout and jump to the left. It's cross.
Turn around and grin at the other one.
Oh yeah.
Who's looking incredibly nervous.
Monty, hurry up, will ya? Monty kind of moves up to where I am, and that's basically as far as he can go.
That's fine.
Cool.
It's Lovelaw's go.
And then a D6
That's a 20. That's a hit, mate. 9 points of damage.
plus 3.
12 points of damage.
I hit him again.
Righto. That's a miss.
Ah. All right.
Tougher than that.
So I will then move here to here.
Right.
Okay.
Threatening the captain.
Yes.
Got it. JL.
Just move across 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll try and shoot an arrow at that one.
85 feet. Yeah.
Yep, she's got longbow, so it's well within range. And does she want to do? Yeah, yeah, she'll
Your
hunt
attack roll has disadvantage when your target is beyond normal range. And you can't
Yeah.
attack a target beyond long range.
No.
So can everybody just remember that, please?
Yeah.
Right?
Her range,
So
she's got
3120, within 30 feet is normal. 30 to 120 feet is disadvantage. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought this was the case, but you guys were like, "Oh, it's all right."
I thought it was. Well, I missed anyway, so I didn't.
Yeah, yeah. So what was that? What was the case for you, Shaggy? Would that have been the case for you? Did you say yours was?
I would have been long range. So yeah, I mean 3120. So it's not normal range. So
No. So
you could have taken
so
that
30
as
is normal, and then-
my disadvantage would have been 25 and 28 because of the crit. And then if you would like me to, and because of the crit
I'm not going
being...
to re-roll them now. I'm not going to litigate it now. Don't worry about it.
No, I don't mind.
At the end of the day, I don't think they're going to last that long. Even if you had it.
I don't mind, but no, you got a
Because
valid
Megan hasn't
point.
opened the can of whoop out yet, but
I'll
you know,
remember. I remember the 5th of November. Yeah.
But yeah, when you're shooting JL, just remember that if you're within range, I don't know what your medium to long range is.
150 and 600.
I love longbows. They're so cool,
good,
aren't
They're good, aren't they? Yeah.
they? They really are. There's
So-
Varo with his little short bow like that,
I know.
and there's Shaggy with his. It's like
Got to
basically
get
like
me.
a short-
Got to get me one of those longbows. I think I've got
And then
longbow
there's JL as
proficiency.
Well, I know which feat I'm going for next. The one that removes the disadvantage of range and cover.
wow.
Yeah, but John, with all due respect, I mean, there's JL with this massive longbow, and she's not any issues for range, but she can only do it once.
No, she did it twice.
You can shoot twice.
Can you?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, do it
No.
extra attack. So, I'm a bit confused. Is it disadvantage at this range then? It's within
No.
it's within 150. No, okay.
Within the 150. So
Yeah.
your normal shot from your perspective.
It's between 150 and 600 is disadvantage. Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's right. Anything over 150 up to 600. But you can fire up to
Yeah.
600 feet. Which is a
Yeah.
bloody long way.
It's a long way, isn't it?
It's a
I mean,
long way.
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So yeah.
Right.
So no, regular shot for you.
She's not going to bother with hunter's mark, I don't think. So she'll fire a shot in.
Who are we shooting?
The chap, the normal, the
Oh.
other crew band person.
Right, okay. We're not shooting the captain yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Alright.
I did roll it. It should be on its way. Oh, there we go.
Oh!
I'll try.
Okay, roll that table, roll against the table. What happens on a critical
She'll
failure?
try again. Oh no, there we go.
There you go.
She was just getting her eye in. you know.
Wow.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then
Perfect.
and then
From nadir to apex.
the psychic damage.
Right. So that's 13 plus 5, which is 18 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this arrow just whizzes across this person's head, and they're like that. They look up and they're like, huh? And then the other one takes them straight in the throat and sticks out the top of their head, and they just the body just crashes back onto the deck next to Lovelaw. Lovelaw just turns round and looks the captain in the eye like that, and grins.
Yield.
Let's dance.
Absolute shit kicker grin.
Yield.
Whereupon the captain shits himself and tries to run away. Now, hang on a second. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do.
Surrender your ship or die. You feral scum.
Picks his hands up and says, "Parlay,
Yeah, exactly.
Parlay!
parlay." Best pirate tradition.
Yeah. These pirates ain't pirates. They're pussies.
Elemental cleaver. That sounds interesting. What's that?
So that's that extra D6 that I was getting. I was just looking at that. I think I get it every time he hits.
Nice.
So, I think I'm using the same electricity as we've been using. Don't want to burn those.
All right, just give me a second. Ooh, okay. Okay.
He goes to pieces so fast that Lovelaw gets hit by the shrapnel.
Boom.
Yeah, no. Okay, so here's what it does. Here's what he does, right?
Uh-oh.
You see this brief look come over his face, and he looks genuinely very, very worried about this. And then he teleports,
Nice.
and he appears in Megan's space. And the weird thing is that Megan swapped spaces with him.
Ah,
So he teleports, and Megan's like, "Whoop!"
Sneaky.
and reappears next to the two of you. And then he casts a spell,
Does Megan not get a saving throw against that?
She does
I think
not.
she does.
No,
Oh.
she does not.
Ah.
Oh, hang on.
I think she does.
I think an unwilling target, if it's the one that Shaggy uses, it's an one unwilling target
Or
gets a
Dick's Ward.
saving throw.
No,
Yeah.
no. Sorry, I have misread that. My apologies. That is bad. I've misread it. So I will read it again differently. So, he teleports. And he teleports up to the top of the combing up here. So he's basically
wow.
up on the top ridge of this thing. So he's out of the way. Teleports up there. And then he casts a spell.
Here it comes.
Oh, yeah.
Was that so? Okay, so that was not a spell that he cast.
No.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing, honest.
No,
So-
just checking. Just checking.
Okay. Basically, it casts a spell to that point there. Let's have a look.
Hmm.
Oh, it's not big enough. That's a shame.
Hmm.
That's also not big enough, but it's close enough. Anyway,
I am
cast
just gonna-
fireball.
I am just going to check
Ooh.
on one thing,
Yep.
because of course I always get caught on it. He has taken into account the height difference as well in his distancing.
It has. Yep.
Good. That's fine.
No, it's fair. It's a fair question. Could you both please make dexterity saving throws?
Those of us on the ship.
Yep. So
Okay.
that's Lovelaw and Megan. You need to make
Shit.
dex saves.
Crappiest rolls at the moment I'm getting.
There we go. Much better.
Why are there 2 deck saves, both of you?
I
Not
get
a clue.
I get advantage on decks against effects that you can see.
That's weird.
Have I not got a clue why that rolled twice for me? Because I just hit the button and it just takes care of it. According to
You've been
me,
having this problem before, haven't you? It's like does tend to
Yeah.
roll twice. A lot of things.
So I'm going to take the first result for each one, which means that you both fail. Saves.
So it is
no,
not.
no.
It is not
No.
visible.
Lovelaw gets
No,
to
Lovelaw's got a
saves.
special one which gives
I
him
don't.
advantage.
Oh,
He
so
gets-
Lovelaw gets advantage. Oh, maybe you clicked advantage, Megan. So Megan
No.
fails.
I didn't click advantage. I just clicked the dice button.
She
The game sheet does the rest of it. I get no more say in it.
Hmm.
This
Sorry,
is the
you
dice
misunderstand
rolls
what I'm
across my
saying.
screen. I see
Maybe
nothing
the
more.
machine decided that it was advantage because that's
Yeah.
why it's rolled it twice. Is what
I have
what I meant.
no idea.
Not you sitting there going, "Oh no, I rolled advantage. Oh, I've suddenly forgotten that I rolled advantage." No, I do work it out. I can tell that's not the case, honestly. But Lovelaw's is so Lovelaw succeeds at his save.
Okay.
But Megan's, we'll take the first one anyway. Megan's
Yeah.
is a failure. So Megan take 22 points of fire damage. Lovelaw take 11 points,
11.
unless you've got evasion. I don't think
do
you have
not-
you?
Do not.
No. Do you get that advantage when you're in rage, or is it just in general?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't looked at that when I wasn't in a rage, so I'll check that again later. Let's see here. So I did that. Come here. 52. Okay.
Okay. So that was it. Is go. Megan. Make him suffer, Megan. Punish him, Errol. So, is there a reason why that would be? I don't want to know. By the way, Christine.
Yep.
You know when you rolled your dexterity save?
Yeah.
I've just had a look on D&D Beyond, right? And it says roll the dex because the game log should show you, yeah? It said roll the dex save +7, no result. Roll the dex save +7, no result. And then it said the actual result, and it said it was a 16, which was the second one of those. So something's got its knickers in a right old twist.
So yeah, it does think it's rolling with advantage, isn't it?
I don't know. I honestly haven't got a clue.
That would seem to be maybe, but why? I don't know.
Or would it think that she's clicked it twice or something? I don't know. Whatever.
Could be a beyond 20 setting.
Glitch.
Let me go take a look.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, because what John's just said, Megan's effectively on
All I did was come over
D&D
here and hit
Beyond
the
has made 3 saves.
once.
And only one of them has
Two
come
rolls,
out with
so
a result.
You would expect them to be advantage. You would expect that to be advantage.
Yeah. So if you
It's
have
weird,
a look
mate.
at...
I don't get it. Something bizarre is going on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Megan's go. So when she's ready, she can go and slap the crap out of the out of the captain.
Clicked on it once, no more than once.
I think it's...
I-
If I remember correctly, though, John,
Only seeing one dice roll.
I think last time we played, we had to make a save for something, and Megan's came
Oh, so
out
you
twice as well.
I don't get it.
But everything else comes out once.
Ways of clicking.
Well, the thing is, it didn't. Everything else was working fine. As you say, it was just the saves,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It was just the saves, and I...
It's possible if you tapped and then pushed further.
I don't get it. I don't get why
it's a funny one.
hers doesn't
The,
play bloody ball. I don't understand. It's so frustrating because it must be so frustrating for Christine as well because it's like you would expect that
Maybe
we would
registering it as a double click.
it would just work, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, this is the worst thing, isn't it? When you get this is the kind of problem that is the absolute worst. When it's playing up like this, and it's like, yeah. Anyway, hopefully we can muddle along.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
If it does
nothing's
it again,
really...
if it does it again, we just
So, punish him horribly.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't because
Christine.
you've moved him so far beyond where I can reach to.
You can run a bunch
you
of the way.
you
You've
can,
got 40 feet movement, right?
Yeah, I've got 40 foot
and
of
you've
movement.
still got a starlight step.
You've still got
I've got
starlight
two.
steps.
I've still got 2 starlight steps, but they are bonus actions, aren't they?
Exactly. So you
Right.
can move and do a starlight step
So you can
and an attack.
Move to there, 40 feet of movement,
Oh, I can I?
in effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So running down those stairs. Zing.
So
So
run down the
that's what you do.
stairs, up the stairs, 40 feet of movement, right? To there,
Yep.
to there. No, to the one before, that's it. And then you could starlight step up next to him on the combing.
That's what I'll do.
Then you can grapple him, and then you can fall down, and at the last second, a
bear in
starlight
mind when you're
step to
stood
right
like-
yourself.
It does bring with it the risk of you being pushed off there if you were shoved.
Yep.
So
Hang on.
if you were to stand, let's say, in that square, that would lessen that opportunity. I know
In
it's a bit of a chaotic look there, but hopefully that
that
makes
square.
sense. Yep. And that puts you actually. I have the high ground
Now I can shove him off the ship.
Yeah. because it kind of does slope away there. Actually, it's level enough that you can stand on it, but yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so now you can have your attacks or whatever.
excellent. We are going to have our attacks. Oh, shit.
An arm strike. That is a. That is
That's
a.
stupid.
Doing.
I hit it.
That's a hit. He's not wearing any armor.
Nice.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Hang on.
The hell is that code?
No. Okay. Sorry.
So we're saying it didn't hit now,
It did hit. It did hit.
right?
Damage.
Damage. Okay. Oh, crap. What? What did it do
10
there?
points of bludgeoning damage then, yeah? It's rolling everything at advantage, isn't it? Oh, no, that's a critical. Sorry, no, ignore that. It's not.
Just
10
10
points of
points.
bludgeoning damage. Okay,
Yeah.
smack. 10 points of damage. Yep, very good. Again?
Okay, and now I'm doing a flurry of blows.
Oh.
Is flurry of blows an attack? Or is it a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, I believe.
If it's a bonus action, you've used the Starlight Step as your bonus action. Don't forget.
Yep.
You normally have 2 attacks around, though, so you can do a second attack, which is an unarmed attack. Or does
Okay.
flurry of blows replace the unarmed strike? I don't know. I can't remember.
Flurry of blows. Starting at second level, your training allows you to harness the magic energy of ki. Your access to this energy is represented by a number of key points. You can spend these points to fuel various key features.
So, after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend
But it
1
is-
key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yeah,
You've
but
had
it is a
the bonus
bonus
action.
action. It is
Yeah.
a bonus action.
But if you've done an armed strike, don't you get 2 per round?
You've got extra attacks, so yeah, you just get 2 attacks
You
per
get a second
action.
attack, don't you?
Yeah.
Punch him down.
Should do.
You would normally use.
Oh, look at that.
That's a hit. 12 points.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. He's not having a good day, this guy. He is rocking back on his feet.
Still
He was
standing.
not expecting you to just appear up here either. That's really freaked him out. He doesn't know what to do at this point.
I'm just going to say to him,
Okay.
nowhere to hide.
Nice.
Varo.
Okay. Varo is going to move 30 foot closer. 5, 10,
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30. Which puts him 75 feet away, which is
Yep.
in short range.
Okay. What's the range of your bow?
80.
80 and
80 short.
80 and
It is 8320.
320. Nice.
But he's 75 feet away, so
yep, that's fine. Perfect. Go for it then. That looks like a 22 to hit, which is a hit.
yep. And because Megan is next to him,
Mhm.
he gets the sneak attack damage.
Doesn't matter.
You got him.
So,
Yeah.
Megan, you get up on there and you basically your fists come up and you basically punch him multiple times, boom, 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 with attack, and you stand back and your eyes look at him over the top, and you just very quietly, but so he can hear you, with this sort of gentle breeze whistling past, you just say, "There's nowhere to hide," and he looks. This is the point at which he's gone from, okay, this is a bad situation, to this is terminal. And then this arrow just catches him. It just catches him in the side and basically pierces his chest. And he just stands there and looks at you with this arrow, and you see the blood starting to leak through onto his robe. And he snarls at you. And then he just falls back and falls off into space, and boom, 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 and splat, lands in a heap off the ship.
Nice.
I was going to say, do I try and catch him because he might have something on him that we need?
Oh well, we'll search his body.
He hasn't gone anywhere. He's just rolled down and fallen up into a.
He's not actually dropped into space. He's dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Onto the asteroid.
That's right.
So we've got a very short time before that battle up there gets.
Yeah.
Taken care of.
And we don't know. There might be someone else on the ship. So
That
Let's get
battle
moving.
is looking very, very, very bad right now. Okay. And it's looking particularly bad for the Hammerhead. I mean, you can see damage to the massive ship, but you see that the Hammerhead is. I mean, it's getting absolutely pulverized, and you realise they're trying to get away, but the massive ship keeps turning, and as much as they're trying to manoeuvre out of the way, they're just too big and heavy. And the monstrous thing is chasing them down. Actually, they're kind of coming in this direction. They're not coming in this direction to try and get to you. It's like they're trying to run for the, getting round the corner or escaping somewhere around the back of the asteroid or something.
So do we take the ship and run? Or do we
evidence?
take the ship and... I'd say we take the ship and run. I'm not willing to gamble on the goodwill of this massive ship.
Yep.
They might shoot first and ask questions later.
Head for Craxus.
Yeah, I say head for Craxus as fast as we can.
Right.
Aye, Captain.
Okay.
And it was a good plan as well.
Everybody
Do
gets
you,
on
think,
board.
do you think we might need
Yeah.
to stop off somewhere along the way and repaint the ship? Just try and take some of the Crimson Sun details off it.
We'll
Yeah,
take
take the pennant down.
We'll grab the body of the captain as well.
You'll collect the captain's body. That's quite sensible, and drag that back and just sling that on the deck.
Yeah.
And then don't forget that somebody has got to now spend 30 minutes
Oh,
in the
shit.
house.
Yeah.
Damn it. I forgot about that.
Okay, so who's going to take
How
that?
about,
duty?
as well,
Captain.
somebody
for it,
nips
Captain.
down... I wonder if we could nip down to this cannon weapon thing that's back in the asteroid and shoot at the...
It's disassembled. We certainly can't assemble that in short order.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay.
Let's
No.
not draw
Got me
any extra
disassembled.
attention to ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, well...
So,
someone's got-
JL, is that you?
Yep.
Okay, so JL, you go through this door here.
Where am
We'll
I?
come to the details of this ship a little bit later. Okay? You go through this door here and you find the helm. And you hope that your companions are searching the rest of the ship to see if there's anybody else on it.
We are.
So,
Okay. You guys-
search the
you guys
captain and the crew
Yeah,
to
you
start
guys
with.
search the rest of the ship and you don't find anyone else.
Mhm.
You've got all the bodies and you're going to search through the bodies. You're going to do that whole piece in a minute.
Yeah.
And you're watching this battle get closer.
Come on, let's get it.
You're watching chunks getting knocked out of this hammerhead. And Lovelaw, every so often, Lovelaw, by the way, Lovelaw, you've picked up the orb
Okay,
and stowed it back in your pack.
got it.
Every so often, you kind of open the door, and JL is sitting there, and she's just sort of concentrating. You're like, now would be good. Soon. And then you sort of look outside, you're looking up at the sky, and these things are coming closer and closer. And you realize actually that hammerhead is going to crash pretty close to you guys. Because it is on fire. I mean, the other ship, the big ship, looks like it's taken a pasting. And then what really weirds you out is the big ship starts spitting out little ships. They start coming out and forming up into this cluster and flying around the hammerhead and firing some kind of energy weapon, but you're not sure what, from the front of these things. They're small. They must have like literally one person inside. But there's no doubt in your mind from the designs that these are mind flayers. No question. These are mind flayers.
Yeah.
And this battle is getting closer and closer and closer. And then JL, you make the connection and you feel the ship. And it feels very, very strange. It just feels so bizarre. It doesn't feel like your last ship did, nor in fact any of the other ships that you've flown. But you know how to fly it, and you get this sense of this presence, and you see these ships up behind, and you pick up, and you start to pull away. And what amazes you is that gentle lift and run that you had with the Wasp. You know, the Wasp was quick, but it was just a very, very smooth ship. This is not like that. This is like lighting the arse rocket of a dragster and standing well back. Everybody on board is like, she lifts up and you just shake off. I mean, you understand why we would want this ship. It's so fast in comparison to all the others. It's a very different thing when you're flying on your own in Wildspace. You're flying at at almost ludicrous speed. This thing just arrows through.
This is fun.
You skim across the surface of the asteroid, and what you do is you actually skim around the asteroid, literally probably 20, 30 feet off the deck, and everyone else is like hanging on for grim death as you execute this maneuver. And then you just turn tail. So once you've got the asteroid and the things behind you, you just turn on your tail and you shoot out into wild space. And as the asteroid starts to shrink behind you, you see the other ships in the distance behind, and you see the hammerhead crashing into the asteroid and exploding into a ball of flame. And then you see this massive dreadnought, and it sort of comes up, and you can see that it's pointing in your direction. And as you're looking at it, you see the smaller ships flying around it and back inside. They disappear back inside the body of this thing. And then slowly, as you're watching it, it starts to shimmer, and then it disappears again, and it's gone.
Belched.
And then, sometime later, you're sure you can hear, faintly reverberating through wild space, the sound of angry dwarf horns blaring.
Oh.
All right.
That is 10 o'clock.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.